Hello and welcome to the 2021 American Cancer Society eBay jewelry event preview video where we are going to go over some of the highlights that are going to be coming up this morning at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is about an hour from now. There's going to be lots of great items up for sale for the American Cancer Society, so you don't want to miss it. And by the way, there's tons of items up for sale right now. So if you don't want to wait an hour before the jewelry event goes live, you can definitely go and check out what the American Cancer Society has for sale in their eBay shop. As you can see here, there's about 849 items. So if you don't want to wait and you want to go do some shopping before the jewelry items go live, you can definitely do that now. Like I said, the link is going to be below, but we're going to go over some of the items right now that are going to go live at 10 a.m. So you don't want to miss that. And let's get started. First up, we have this 14 karat yellow gold champagne diamond bracelet. It has 66 stones, and it is such an amazing piece. As we can see here, beautiful piece, has lots of great weight to it. The champagne diamonds are absolutely amazing. Look at these things, they are so great. As you can see here, this piece is superb and clean all the way around. Craftsmanship is amazing for this particular piece, as we can see here. It's about 7 inches in total length, as we can see here, in 14 karat yellow gold. So amazing. And it weighs in at 11.6 grams. So you definitely want to check this piece out. This is probably one of our highest rated pieces during the event, and it is for sale for $28.99. Now, it also has a best offer. So if you see any of these items that are going to be for sale during the event, you definitely want to check that out. Next one is coming out of San Jose. So huge shout out to the volunteer Jake, who is in San Jose, California. Up next, we have a vintage solid 14 karat gold bracelet with genuine rubies and diamonds. Looks like this one is weighing in at 18.2 grams. As we can see here, lovely piece. And we can see here the weight of 18.2 grams and such a wonderful piece. It looks like it also comes with a certification, and that's always good to have something like this to go with your jewelry. This one comes for it, and it's also going to be for sale for $22.50. So if you're looking for something with rubies, this is the piece for you. Next up, we have another piece from San Jose. We got a vintage Jean Ravlin women's watch in 14 karat gold, as we can see here. Genuine diamond bezel. What an amazing piece. Look at here. It's very clean, vintage, and it's looking really good, as we can see here. It looks like the little hour hand's coming off there. And yep, it says right here, the hour hand is seemingly falling off. So if you're looking for a nice little project to work on, or if you have a jeweler you want to get this thing back in tip-top shape, you can definitely do that for $1,170. And so definitely check this piece out at 10 a.m., which is very close from now. So definitely check that out. Up next is an absolute stunner. This is one of my favorite pieces of the things that I personally photographed. And this is an amazing 18 karat white gold diamond heart pendant. It also comes with a 14 karat 18-inch chain. This is an amazing piece. This is probably one of my favorite pieces that are going to be offered in the sale at 10 a.m. So you definitely want to check this piece out. Look at this. It's got like a filigree back and is absolutely stunning. It is 18 inches in total length. You can see here the drop is about 9 inches, and it got a weight. Here's a better photo for you. Oh, look at that. That is absolutely stunning. Beautiful piece. As you can see here, that's what the back looks like. And so as you can see here with the 9-inch drop, and it weighs total weight 7.6 grams. You don't want to miss this one. If you're looking for one of the best, absolute best pieces in the entire event, this is going to be it for you. And you can have it for the price of 1150. I knew I was I knew it's one of those numbers. I think it was the double ones that got my brain all mixed up, but there you go. This is an absolute stunner. And like I said, all the pieces that I personally photographed, this is probably one of my favorites. And we're going to go through a bunch of them over the next hour. And if I do find some other ones that are like a Chris's pick, I guess we should say, this is definitely a Chris's pick for sure. Next up is an 18 karat white gold champagne diamond cross necklace. This is actually another amazing piece, as we can see here, and it is from Livian. And as you can see here, they are champagne diamonds, which means they have a little bit of a yellow tint to them, hence the name champagne diamonds. So they're a little rare, I think, in terms of, finding diamonds with different colors. Everyone's used to the regular white diamonds. Of course, they have different clarity and cuts and things like that. But the champagne diamonds, they definitely look really nice in different situations like we have right here. This is a beautiful cross, as we can see here. So, 18 karat white gold, beautiful, amazing condition. This one has about an 8-inch drop, so about a 16-inch total length. And the chain is actually 18 karat gold also. And this puppy weighs in at 7.4 grams, as we can see here. Beautiful piece, and you can have this for $9.99. Are you out of your mind? This is such a great piece. As you can see, if you have any family members, church-going family members, this is an absolute stunner. Mother's Day is just around the corner, so if you get some of that stimulus money and you want to buy something extremely nice for mom, this is the piece for you. And also, you help out the American Cancer Society, which 100% of the proceeds go to the American Cancer Society. So, definitely a win win for everyone. Next up, we have an item straight out of Menlo Park, California. 14 karat gold snake necklace. This puppy weighs in at 17.2 grams, so it's got some very nice weight to it. I love these particular type of snake necklaces. They fit very well. They form very well. As we can see here, beautiful photo of the clasp. Beautiful photo. Very nicely made, this piece right here. As we can see here, there's different types of chains, and the snake chain I find to be, sits very well on the neck. As we can see here, 14 karat gold close up, as we can see here, with a total length of 16 inches. And it does look like a large, long golden snake, as we can see there. Beautiful photo of the length and beautiful photo all around. And as we can see here, the width, and it looks about to be maybe about almost 2 millimeters, maybe 1.5 millimeters. Still a nice piece. You can have this for $900. And like I said, it's a 14 karat yellow gold snake necklace. Next up, we have this 14 karat gold ring with genuine diamonds and rubies. This one weighs in at 2.7 grams, and this one is from Jake in San Jose. Awesome piece. Look at this. It is looking spectacular. A little different of a style. It's not completely solid, in terms of, the roundness and the metal. It looks like it has definitely like a filigree type of feel. Not quite, but it's a little bit more artsy, as we can see here. Beautiful piece, and you can have this for the price of $810. And like I said, these pieces will go live at 10 a.m., which is a little bit from now. The link is going to be below, and the proceeds go to the American Cancer Society. So you definitely want to check that out. And like I said, these listings are not live yet, but they will be going live very soon at 10 a.m. So you don't want to miss it. Next up is definitely a stunner. This is Chris's pick for sure. This beautiful Princess Diamond Cluster Engagement wedding ring. It is 10 karat white gold, a beautiful ring, as we can see here. And I've got a Zales box. I'm not completely sure this is from Zales, but it is an amazing piece. As we can see here, it's almost about a 5.5 in ring size, as we can see here. A nice group of clusters. The clarity on these diamonds isn't actually spectacular, but it's a good piece overall. As we can see here, it presents very well. It weighs in at 3.87 grams. As we can see here, here's another close-up photo of it, and it is an amazing piece. Definitely clustered diamond rings are definitely coming back in style, as we can see here, and this is a perfect example of a nice cluster ring in white 10 karat gold. Next up is a really interesting piece. It is a very unique piece to the American Cancer Society's eBay jewelry event. It is an 18 karat gold jade with diamonds. This is 30 inches. It's a strand pearl necklace, as we can see here. Beautiful piece. And like I said, this is going to be some of the unique items that are going to be up for sale at 10 a.m., which is very shortly, and the link is going to be below. As we can see here, the clasp is beautiful in gold with stunning pearls, and these appear to be kind of like raw pearls. And like I said, there's got to be hundreds of them on this particular piece. This is very unique if you're looking for a very unique piece. And you could say you have more if you own this piece, you could say you literally have more pearls than anyone, because there's literally hundreds of pearls on this particular piece right here. And this is another stunner out of Menlo Park, and you can have this for the price of $795. Let's take another quick look at this piece. It is absolutely amazing. Like I said, just bunches of pearls. If you this is like the craziest pearl necklace I've ever seen, to be honest. Like this thing is nuts as far as how many pearls are on this particular piece. So you definitely don't want to miss that. Like I said, huge shout out to Menlo Park, $795. Next up, out of Pleasanton, California, huge shout out to Julie out there. We got a Hamilton 14 karat yellow gold watch with diamonds. It is a Lady Nuggets. It is automatic and working. As we can see here, a lot of these vintage watches are going to definitely be hard to find actually working. The majority of these things aren't going to be working. And for $695, I don't know the weight on this thing. I guess I would have to 19 grams. To me, this sounds like a really good deal. I'd have to do the math on that, but $695. Now, of course, the weight of like the movement and all that kind of stuff is going to offset, the price of the case, and I'm assuming the band also. is solid gold, and a beautiful piece all around. So definitely check this out. And this is $695 out of Pleasanton, California. For so you're looking for something that looks a little retro. This is definitely like kind of, I want to say 60s or 70s. I'm more leaning towards the 60s. So if you're looking for some mid-century mod, this is definitely a piece for you. Next up, out of Stockton, California, we have an 18 karat yellow gold black rubber necklace. This is at 16 inches, as we can see here. A beautiful piece, and a lot of these kind of mixed materials are, definitely in style. The rubber and the wires and those different kind of things, as we can see here, a little bit of like industrial feel to this particular piece. And as you can see here, all the different marks out of Italy, 18 karat gold, which is kind of a rarer gold to find. You're going to find the majority of jewelry made in 14 karat gold, because 14 karat gold is a little bit stronger. For those that don't know, the purest type of gold is 24 karat. That's pure gold without any kind of amalgam mixed metals in it. And the reason why it's 14 karat is because there's different metals usually mixed into the metal, and it makes it a lot stronger because gold as a natural element is a very soft metal. You can bend it, it's very easily marked and chipped. It doesn't tarnish, which is an amazing property of the element gold. But like I said, usually we find things in 14 karat and of course 10 karat and 8 karat. As a matter of fact, I saw a 6 karat ring um, piece of jewelry the other day, and so that was amazing that the scale actually went down that low. But once again, this is an amazing piece if you're looking for something a little bit more modern, a little bit more contemporary, and this has got this industrial type feel to this. um, Definitely check this out. It's $650. Next up, we have this Effie 14 karat necklace with diamond pendant. This thing is insane, with two pierced earrings. So this indeed is a set. You get the earrings and the beautiful necklace. Let's take a deeper dive into this beautiful piece. And what a great photography here, as we can see here. Beautiful pieces. Oh, these are so amazing. They're pierced, as we can see here. The drop on the chain is about 9 inches, so this is probably sitting around 17 inches in total, as we can see here. And a beautiful piece, and this is a set, which is also amazing. This one looks like it's going to be an auction, so if you want to definitely get this at $600, you're going to want to put on a bid at the very last minute. But I'm sure a lot of our gold and diamond pieces definitely sell to, some high bidders. So if you're looking for an auction, you're looking for the thrill of the hunt, well, this is going to be an auction. So we'll see if you're able to snipe this at the very end, or if it goes sky high. And I'm willing to bet this is definitely going to sell for more than $600. Next up is this vintage 14 karat yellow gold money clip. It is a monogram. That's the word I'm trying to look for there. It is from B.A. Baloo, which is another jewelry company that is known for making all kinds of different types of jewelry. So it's a monogram. Let's see if we can actually read what this is. I know that's E, and I don't know if it's a K and an L or a K and an A on the sides there. Not quite sure, but what's important, it's 14 karat solid gold at 17.9 grams. Huge shout out to Josh in Upland for donating this piece to our jewelry event from the Upland shop. This is an amazing piece, and here's more of a true to color look at this. It looks like it's about 1.6 inches, as we can see here, and a beautiful piece, and pretty heavy. If a small piece like this at 17.9 grams. And for the most part, for those that don't know, and we might go over some of this in the live video that's going to be here shortly at 10 a.m. with Julie Clark from Relay for Life. Maybe we'll test out some gold to show you the different ways to test out gold with a magnet, because some of the properties of gold, even though it's very malleable, it is also very heavy. So you can tell usually fake gold from real gold just by holding it and touching it and feeling it. And it's not always going to be the case, but it's the different things that you can look at to know whether or not your gold is real or not. But we'll go over some of that stuff quite shortly here at 10 a.m. so you don't want to miss out. Let's get back to the preview. Like I said, this is solid gold at 17.9 grams, $599. I think a lot of these buy it nows also have best offer. So if you're thinking like, hey, that price might be a little high, but it's not. I'll tell you right now, the price of gold is pretty much spot on for that price right there. But if you're thinking in some of the different items that you're going to look at, like, hey, I'll send an offer, feel free to send an offer. Definitely do that. But remember, the money goes to the American Cancer Society. So you want to spend, and you want to spend big because it goes to a great cause. And huge shout out to the American Cancer Society and all that they do. Next up, speaking of cluster stuff, we got a cluster ruby and pearl ring. This is 14 karat gold. This is a vintage. This is definitely something, again, out of the 60s or the 70s. Some of you might have seen grandma wear a ring like this. As we can see here, they don't really make rings like this anymore, especially in this particular style. But like I said, the cluster stuff is really taking on shape again and is becoming a little bit more fashionable. As we can see here, this ring is sized around 5.5, and a great photo here, and it weighs in at 7.2 grams. You can have this for the price of $539. That is an odd price, but we'll just go with it, right? Look at the I'm just thinking the threes and the nines. It's just 539. Sure, why not? Definitely check it out. This item is also going to go live at 10 a.m., so you definitely don't want to miss it. Next up, we have a 14 karat yellow gold Baroque, because if it's not Baroque, don't fix it, pearl necklace at 15 inches. And this is a beautiful Baroque pearl. And by the way, if you know what a Baroque pearl is, let me know in the comments below. I couldn't quite figure it out. To me, it looks like a raw, freshwater pearl. I have no idea. It looks like it's got, it's encased in a nice little claw yellow gold pendant, as we can see here. And let's take a little bit of a dive. Let's take a deep dive into this. And as a matter of fact, I thought the I thought the photos would be able to enlarge, but I guess I've already zoomed in here. As we can see here, weighs in at 4.4 grams for total weight. That is chain and pendant, a really nice piece, and you can have this for $499. Next up, we have a vintage ladies La Couture watch. This is in 14 karat with diamonds, and this is in white gold. The watch movement has 17 jewels. And by the way, if you want to know what that means, have you ever seen a vintage watch that said 17 jewels, 16 jewels, 24 jewels? What that means is the little jewels that are actually inside the watch, the little intricate workings of the little dials and the little gears and things. And what they use is they use jewels as sort of bushings and different things so that the metal doesn't scrape against metal. It has to do with heat dissipation. So if you ever see that, that's exactly what that means. As a matter of fact, I think I have a photo. We can take a close-up photo. You can actually see the jewels. You see those little pink jewels there in the bottom left corner, and I apologize for the blurry photo, but that's just how it is with this particular thing, especially when you're zooming into this other particular piece. You can see some of those little gears, and you can see the jewels. You can see you can see actually 5 of the 17 jewels. And like I said, those help friction so that, because basically timepieces are very precise, they're very intricate. So any kind of grinding of metal on metal, any kind of things that aren't free floating, it's going to affect the time over a certain amount of time. So the time might actually be off by 30 seconds, a minute, even sometimes an hour if they didn't put those type of things in Sojo. So there's a little history lesson, I guess. I don't know if say a history lesson, but there's a little bit of information. So if you ever seen a watch that said 17 joules, now you know what the joules were. Let's get back to the watch. This is in white gold. This is a beautiful piece. I would say piece is probably from the 40s or the 50s. I'm leaning more towards the 50s. As we can see here, it's kind of has like an armadillo type band. And by the way, the band is also 14 karat white gold, which is very rare to find with these particular pieces because sometimes over the years they tend to separate the actual watch from the actual band. This one is all complete together. Like I said, it's got the armadillo type watch. As you can see, here's another beautiful picture of this. It's a great watch, as we can see here, and it weighs in at 17.1 grams. And like I said, if you're ever trying to determine, a gold watch, what it's worth, you can't really go by weight because the dial and the other pieces usually aren't made out of gold. The movements are usually made out of solid gold. They're usually made out of other metals. And so you really can't go off of that. This is going to be up for auction. I've seen this particular watch, not this particular one, but the La Couture watches in this kind of stylish thing go for more than $500. So this is actually going to be an auction. And so if you want to bid on this particular piece, definitely go and look up this piece when the auctions go live at 10 a.m., which is very soon. Next up, we have this antique sterling silver puffy enamel heart charm bracelet. Yes, that is a mouthful, as we can see here, with different types of things and charms. And this is actually a beautiful piece. Sterling, as we can see here, and there's some lovely pieces. These are antique, which means that some of these pieces could possibly be over 100 years old, which I do think some of these pieces might be that old. They can even be, from the 19s and the 1920s. Some of these pieces can possibly be from the 30s also, as we can see here. These are all sterling. This one says Doris, and this little bleeding heart right here is probably my favorite charm out of all of these particular pieces. There are also some daisies over here, and these are beautiful pieces. Or actually, I think that's a daisy. I might have my flowers all mixed up. As we can see here, like I said, these are beautifully. Some of these are enamel. That kind of flaming heart right there is one of my favorite pieces of this whole thing. And it's Doris, as we can see here. So whoever owned this back in the day was named Doris, I'm assuming. As we can see here, it's like I said, this is a beautiful piece, and there is the sterling marks on all the little hollowed out hearts. And this one looks like it's about 7 inches in total length. There's also a little locket on the very end. That's very cool. I didn't notice that till right now. And this thing weighs in at 37.8 grams, which is mostly all sterling silver. And we all know, some of the sterling prices have gone through the roof over the last year. And I continue to see sterling going up in value. Not, just my personal opinion on that. And so definitely you want to check this out. $499, make us a best offer if you think that price is a little bit too crazy. I don't think it's too crazy. This is a very unique piece, especially finding, these antique charm bracelets in this particular type of condition is usually finding them pretty hard in this particular condition. So this is a beautiful piece, so definitely check it out. Next up, we have a standard 14 karat yellow gold chain. This is 23 inches at 14.9 grams, and it is a awesome necklace. It's kind of like your standard necklace you've always kind of seen before. And there's the different mark and the kind of rope style, as we can see here. And this one has some pretty good weight at 14.9 grams. And this is actually a very beautiful necklace. It's basically like, a minimalist necklace. It's, possibly waiting for a nice pendant to go with it. So if you're looking for a necklace, and I would say, even though this is probably more like a lady's necklace, this is definitely, a unisex necklace where both a male or a female could wear this particular a necklace. And as we can see here, it's beautiful. Standard minimalist necklace, and you can have this for $499. Next up, we have this 14 karat gold and green J5 section barrel tube link bracelet with box clasp. Yeah, usually these things definitely have the box clasp, as you can see here. And definitely a beautiful piece. The jade is light in color, as we can see here. Nice, beautiful pieces. And there is the box. And let's take a little bit of a deeper dive into the macros here. As you can see here, it is type of like a bangle kind of cuff bracelet. And as you can see here, there is the box clasp. Beautiful photo. You can have this for the price of $425. This is probably one of my favorite pieces in the whole event, and I know I've said that a couple times already, but this one holds a special place in my heart. This is the Tiffany and Company. Now, by the way, I love Tiffany and Company as it is. This is a Chinese takeout box. Yes, you heard that right. It is a pill box, but it is sterling silver, Tiffany and Company. These unique pieces are so amazing, and when I saw this piece, I was absolutely blown away. I actually might purchase this piece. We'll see. For me in my budget, it's a little pricey, but it's one of those unique Tiffany pieces that it's just like I gotta have it. It is a pill box. It does have a little bit of wear inside of it, as you can see here. It looks like someone definitely put their pills in there. And, you can have this for $399. And this is actually very small. And you might think $399, Chris, that is absolutely insane. What are you trying to do? The last one sold for like $379. So this is a very rare piece in terms of Tiffany and Company, and they're the probably one of my favorite brands in terms of style and history and just so many different things that they do. Their retro stuff, their antique stuff, their contemporary things are all amazing. And this is a very, very unique piece, as we can see here, this Chinese food takeout box. That is absolutely hilarious and absolutely awesome. So definitely check that out. Next up, we have this vintage 14 karat tube infinity. This is a handmade bracelet made either in the 80s or 90s. It is kind of like a cuff. It's on the cusp of a cuff bracelet. As you can see here, it's definitely handmade, twisting and tubing, and it's got the cuff clasp, and it weighs in at 12.1 grams. This is a very unique piece, of course, definitely handmade. I would say, even even a little crudely made, but still, one of a kind in terms of its crudeness, and it's got this definitely industrial look to it. And you can have this piece for $399, and the gold usually sells very well during these events. The gold bugs usually come out to play during these events. They'll basically look at the weight and they'll give us an offer on that, and usually one of the gold bugs will buy at market price, at spot price, and so this will probably sell around this price, so definitely check it out. So speaking of Tiffany and Company, we have another great Tiffany and Company sterling silver cuff bracelet. This one indeed does come with the Tiffany blue pouch. This is another kind of similar one to what we just shown, but this one is actually from Tiffany and Company, and there is the mark. It's a beautiful crisp mark. Now, I will say that you come across some fakes every once in a while, so just be warned that every once in a while you're going to come across some Tiffany fakes. And one of the things that I was told by a Tiffany and Company collector is the dead giveaway is going to be the crispness of the Hallmark stamp, which you could see here, Tiffany and Company. It's absolutely beautiful. Even though how small it is very well defined, looks amazing. All the letters are there. Beautiful, authentic Tiffany and Company piece. And another kind of side note, I want to tell everyone, especially with I think this was actually photographed on top of a box. The Tiffany boxes, they'll actually have little T's on the boxes. They're so tiny, I don't know if you can see them. They're all little T's. And it's another thing that's kind of hard to reproduce. The fakes usually are not going to come with boxes. They're usually going to be by themselves without anything. But this kind of another kind of fun fact about Tiffany and Company that I thought everyone would kind of get a little bit of a kick out of. And like I said, another beautiful piece. $399. Up next, we got this vintage 14 karat yellow gold floral diamond set rings. These are kind of like a couple's rings, a lover's rings, however you want to say it. Basically, they both come together and they form like Voltron, as we can see here. And it looks like they're about 6.25 in terms of sizing, as we can see here. So there's definitely a pair there for you to look at. Total weight 4.4 grams of solid 14 karat gold. So if you're looking for a little something for your little honey or your little bunny, here you go, $399. Next up, we have this antique 10 karat Princess Harem style gold ring. Ooh la la, size 7.5, as we can see here, with all these little types of jewels and different little things here. And it looks like there's an eyeball right in the center looking at you, staring deep into your soul. As we can see here, these different little pieces of jewels. Lovely piece, definitely unique. Don't poke your eye out with this thing. Maybe that's what the eye represents. Don't poke your eye out with this thing, as we can see here. There's the look on it. It looks like actually the eyeball is kind of screwed in there with a little bit of a screw. That's kind of an interesting piece there. There's the 10 karat mark. And if you're looking for Thanos's ring, here is Thanos's ring. This is actually going to be up for auction starting at $385. So will you own the Infinity Ring? Find out soon. Here's a fun little contemporary modern piece here. This is a 14 karat yellow gold ruby and pearl poodle dog brooch pin. I get the words are coming out. It has been a very long week, folks. Let me tell you. Oh my God, it's been a very long week. And nothing brings joy into my heart with a funky brooch, as we can see here. And yes, there is photos that I can actually zoom into. Hallelujah. Thank the Lord. As we can see here, beautiful close-up photos of this wonderful poodle. So if you're looking for something definitely retro, as we can see here, 14 karat marked, and it's kind of like a inverted hollow brooch, which definitely cut. Oh, this puppy's small. I thought this thing was bigger. This thing is literally almost a little bit over an inch. I thought this thing was a humongous thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is a beautiful piece, though. $365. You can bring this poodle home with you and hopefully don't lose it. I joke, I kid. It's a beautiful piece, as we can see here. For $365, like I said, money goes to the American Cancer Society. So you can definitely be helping out with a great cause and take home a 14 karat poodle. Next up, we have a 14 karat solid gold CZ, I think that's cubic zirconium, and a 7.5 tennis bracelet. As we can see here, this is definitely for charity. And we'll take a little bit of a zoom up. And as you can see here, a beautiful piece, an interesting piece to say the least. There is the 14 karat mark, as you can see there. Oh, there's a zoomed in version of that. So we got the zoom out version and we got the zoom in version, as we can see there. And we got a little bit of a hallmark that looks like a P with an R in it. I don't know exactly what brand that is. If you know, leave a comment below. I would like to know too. But anyways, this thing is selling for $349.99. You can't go wrong with this particular piece. So definitely check it out. Next up, we have this 14 karat solid gold diamond 7.5 tennis bracelet, as we can see here. So kind of like the other one, but this one actually has real diamonds, by the way. Psst. It's got real diamonds. Even though they're small, they're in there. You gotta look. You gotta take your magnifying glass, and you really gotta look right in there. Look at that, 10 karat gold. Gotta love it. It's strong. It's not gonna break. This one is a total length of 7 inches. Oh yes, baby. This one is definitely the bracelet for you. It's the perfect length, 7 inches. This definitely fits most wrists. So you definitely want to check this out. Like I said, $349.99. This is an absolutely stunner of a piece. Beautiful tennis bracelet. It can be yours at 10 a.m., which is rapidly approaching, folks. So you definitely want to go down there. You want to click the links. You want to look at the things, and you want to buy the things because the things are the things with the things. So you got to love it. Up next is another 14 karat gold chain. This one also has a little bit of a diamond in it. As we can see here, a diamond necklace. And this one is straight out of Elk Grove, California. So huge shout out to Elk Grove. There is a great micro shot, or a macro shot, I should say. A beautiful photograph, as we can see here. And that's what the whole thing looks like, all in its glory. So if you're looking for a solitaire diamond pendant, this is definitely the necklace for you. As we can see here, a beautiful piece, all the markings, all the legit pieces. And a kind of a little bit of a side note, we're going to tell you a little bit about jewelry. Usually you can tell like a real diamond's going to have that hollow back, as you can see there. Now, I'm not exactly sure why jewelers put that back there, and I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure I can ask, and I'm sure I'll get an answer. But I've noticed that most real diamonds are going to have that hole in the back. Now, in my kind of logical thinking, and we're going to go down a little bit of a conspiracy maybe here, I'm thinking those holes are back there so that light can actually enter the back, so it actually lights the diamond as you wear it. I could be wrong, I could be crazy, and I've been known to be crazy. And if you're watching this video this long, you definitely know I'm crazy. Up next, we have this antique man's. We got a man's ring here. We got a man's wedding band ring at 18 karat. That's a stunner there here. Size 7.5. I think that'll fit my little fingers, as we can see here. I think that's a really good solid piece. And it's also got some markings in the side there. That's actually really interesting. Look at that. A little bit of history there, folks. And is there a date? Yes, there is a date, but I cannot read it. I think it says 531. Could that be 1931? So this is Depression era gold ring at 18 karat gold. No, it says 1884. Oh my goodness, what is this? This is insane. Oh, it's got bids. It's an auction. $315 is an auction if you're looking for a piece of history. Now, I'm not exactly sure. It says marked 1884. You can look back and see whatever was going on back then. I don't think there was even electricity back then, but there might have been. I don't know. I don't remember those times. That was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, this is a great ring. Definitely check it out. It's a man's band. I definitely hope whoever buys this does not melt this down for scrap because, of course, it's got a little bit of history to it. At $315, this is going to be for auction, which means the sky's the limits, folks. The sky is absolutely the limit. Money goes to the American Cancer Society. Can't go wrong. Let's check out another item. Up next is a vintage 1997 Butterflies Bottega Veneta. And by the way, huge shout out to Facebook, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. The Texas Treasure Gals Facebook group helped me out with this. I was stuck. I was listing hundreds of items, and some of the things I have no idea what they are, what brands they are. And I'll tell you what, I had a mystery here, folks. I didn't know what this symbol is. Of course it's a butterfly. Anyone can see that. Maybe it's double B's, upside down, inside out. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I didn't know what this was. It was originally marked at $49.99. But thanks to the Facebook group, I was able to find out that the brand was Bottega Veneta. Signed 1997. It is vintage. Could you believe I'm going to say this, that we can actually say that 1997 is vintage? That is scary, folks. We are getting old, folks. We are getting very old, very fast. 1997, I was 17 years old. I had the time of my life. Love it. But I can't believe That is now vintage. But anyways, back to the ring. It's a beautiful piece here. Anyways, you can have this for $299. If you think that price is a little too crazy, send me an offer. What could I do? Just say no? I'll probably say no, but you can still send the offer because you never know, right? You never know. And like I said, money goes to the American Cancer Society. It's a great cause. It's a win-win. You can have a rare piece. This is actually a very rare piece and a very nice piece, by the way. Next up, we have this 14 karat post earrings diamond tier. Let's just start over. Once again, this is a 14 karat post gold. These are teardrop earrings. They got diamonds on them. They're amazing. Look at these pieces. I would say there's definitely probably from the 60s or the 70s. A really nice piece, as we can see here. Let's take a little bit of a deep dive into the photo here. Beautiful pieces, nice presentation box, pierced, studded. Total length almost about 1 inches. It is a teardrop dangle design. Beautiful piece. It can be yours for $299. So definitely check it out at 10 a.m., which is coming super close, folks. We are almost there. All these items, over 400 items, are going to be live at 10 a.m., which is super soon. Super soon. The soonest of the super. And we're going to go live at 10 a.m., so you definitely don't want to miss that out. You'll see my wonderful face and Julie's wonderful face, and we'll all be there, and we'll be supporting the American Cancer Society and all the amazing stuff they do. Next up, we have this green Russian. This is malachite, 14 karat yellow gold earrings with an omega back. I don't know what that is, but we're going to find out. That's what an omega back is, folks. I didn't know, and now I know. It's literally a hybrid of a pierced earring and a clip. And the only thing I could think of is they just want to make sure these things stay on your ears if you're on a roller coaster. Because if you're on a roller coaster and you lose your green Russian malachite 14 karat gold earrings, you are not going to be happy. So therefore, the omega backs, gotta love it. This is straight out of Sacramento. Huge shout out to Susie. She's doing an amazing job. You definitely want to buy this. $280. You can't go wrong. Next up, we have this 14 karat 6 colored jade bracelet. I had no idea jade came in this many colors, but there you go. There they all are. It's like a box of Lucky Charms. Beautiful piece here. Look at all those different colors. Beautiful piece. Definitely Asian inspired, themed. I have no idea what those symbols mean. I definitely wanted to learn Chinese one day, and I'm sure that'll happen, and then I'll be able to come back and tell you exactly what those mean. For now, I'm American. I don't know what these mean, but I'm sure they mean something awesome, like life, love, liberty, and happiness, and all that kind of stuff is probably what these are. I love this particular type of chain. It is beautiful, as you can see here. Like I said, I had no idea jade came in this many colors. Beautiful piece, as you can see here. 14 karat gold, you can't go wrong. $275 straight out of Menlo Park, California. Huge shout out to Menlo Park. They're doing an amazing job. Next up, we have this vintage 14 karat gold ring with a pearl. We got a pearl. Why is this one not Baroque? Remember the other ones were Baroque? This one looks pretty Baroque, but is it not Baroque? Anyways, I kind of see that the other one that was a Baroque pearl, maybe that it had like the pearl was a different type of shape. You know what I love about this ring is it's very abstract. Look at the curves. They're very odd curves, and you gotta love that with this particular piece. It's almost like the artisan who created this ring saw the pearl and it was like the pearl's warped, and so I'm gonna make the ring match the pearl and warp it all around, and I love it. I love it. As you can see here, there is the size chart. It looks like it's looking like a 6. It's looking like a size of 6. Anyways, you can have this for $275, and this is straight out of Northridge, California. Huge shout out to Deb. Huge shout out to Isabel. They're doing an amazing job. If you're ever in Northridge, California, definitely go check out the American Cancer Society Discovery Shop with no S, by the way, shop. and check them out and say hi. There's lots of great stuff there all the time. Next up, we have this vintage 10 karat gold chain necklace with green stone. The chain is 18.5 inches, as we can see here. A very lovely piece. And it weighs, let's see what the weight is on this. I think it's 1.7 grams. I could be wrong. Let's scroll down. 1.1 grams, excuse me. This is a very cool piece also for $270, so definitely check it out. Next up, we have this vintage solid 14 karat gold brooch pin. This is 3.8 grams. It is a floral design. As we can see here, another lovely gold piece. We got lots of great gold pieces in the eBay jewelry event, which is going to be going live in minutes, folks. In minutes. Look at your watch. We are almost there. We are almost at the finish line where all the listings will go live, and you could go and try to find your piece, a piece for a gift, any kind of gifts coming up for the summer. If you want to look good during the summer. Also, Mother's Day is coming up, so there's lots of great pieces for mom. Definitely check it out. We are getting super close. Next up, we have this 14 yellow karat gold diamond heart pendant. This is a 15-inch chain, 3.3 grams, as we can see here. We got 3 little diamonds with the holes on the back, like we were talking about earlier. As we can see here, let's take a little bit of a deep dive into the zoom. As you can see there, 585 is another mark. I want to say 585 is a European gold mark. It means 14 karat gold. As we can see, Italy. So there you go, European. And looks like the drop is about 7.5 inches. What if I do my little math again in my head? It is 15 inches of pure chain, pure length chain, as we can see here. $264.99. You want to check this out. It's a nice little heart pendant. Beautiful piece. Check it out. Next up, we have this 18 karat yellow gold 20-inch chain necklace. This is another necklace, a standard kind of, definitely got the 80s vibes definitely here. As you can see here, definitely, a standard necklace. This could also fit both male and female alike. As we can see here, 5.6 grams of pure 18 karat gold. By the way, this isn't 14. This is 18 karat gold. This is the creme of the creme. So if you're looking for a really nice necklace, you could put smash a really nice pendant on this puppy, and you'll be good to go. $249. Next up, we have this 18 karat gold post clamp earrings with rubies and diamonds. This is 5.7 grams pierced, as you can see here. And this is straight out of Yakima, so huge shout out to Yakima, as you can see here. Beautiful piece, as we can see here, 18 karat post gold with a weight of 5.7 grams. Look at these pieces. This is amazing. Got some, I think those are rubies. I could be wrong. I think they're rubies. Princess cut, beautiful, as you can see here. Those are the backs, and they're pierced with the little clasp, with the little locking thing so you don't lose them when you're on roller coasters. $249. Here's an interesting 14 karat scrap gold for this is a lot for the gold bugs, as we can see here. $249. We got a bunch of gold just all piled up in here. And I think when I did this listing, everything was matched. Therefore, all the earrings match, and they were just light enough where I thought it would be better just to lot these all up as a single listing here. So 7.1 grams of 14 karat gold. These are all 14 karat gold. These are ready to be scrapped. And you can check it out for $249. Now, there's a lot of collectors and a lot of gold bugs that like to purchase different types of jewelry from us, as we can see here. Case in point, this particular lot right here. So here's your lot right here. You don't have to, go and look at different listings to find solid gold. Here's a big old lot right here. Next up, we have this vintage 18 karat gold pearl and beaded dangle earrings. As we can see here, we'll take a little bit of a zoom. These are definitely vintage, as we can see here, possibly 60s, possibly 70s. I'm leaning more towards the 60s on these ones, folks, as we have, as they kind of give this Mardi Gras feel to them, don't they? When you look at these, you definitely feel that kind of banana. What is it? The banana girl, definitely Cuban Pete, Cuban beat, all that kind of got those feels, that kind of southern South American feel to these. The dangle is about 2 inches, as you can see here. We got a 2-inch dangle. It's definitely been dangling there. And it's 18 karat gold, which means it's a really good piece. And you can have this for $229. Next up, we have another gold bracelet. This one happens to be 14 karat solid gold or anklet. If you have, I don't know, neck, I guess, bracelet or anklet. I guess people put these things on their ankles. Is that a thing? I guess that's a thing. Anyways, it's 7.5 inches long and it's 1.2 grams and it's just pure gold. You gotta love this gold stuff. This gold city, everyone. We're going over all the gold stuff and there's lots of different items also. Over 400 items are going to be listed at 10 a.m., which is literally mere minutes from now. But you can have this piece for $225. Huge shout out to Jake in San Jose. Next up, we have this 21 karat Singapore chain. Oh, interesting. 21 karat. They're changing it up on us. 20-inch chain. This is 3.4 grams. And let's take a little bit of a dive into this beautiful photo. As you can see here, definitely different these little things here. As you can see here, straight out of Elk Grove, California. This one is going to be an auction. So you're going to have to fight for your right for the 21 karat Singapore chain. As we can see here, beautiful chain. Awesome. It's going to be an auction. This isn't a buy it now. So you got to, like I said, you got to go in there and you got to have your guns blazing because you're going to pick this up and you're going to get it. So definitely check that out. And once again, the jewelry event's going to go live in mere minutes. We really appreciate you tuning in to this particular program. And we want to give a huge shout out to the American Cancer Society for all the stuff they do here. And for me personally here on my channel, doing this out of the kindness of my heart. And I really appreciate everyone who has listened and stayed tuned this whole time. We are almost going to get ready for our live event, so I got to go use the little boys' room, and I'll be right back and see you in mere minutes, folks. Stay tuned.